It's your boy Good House back with another bang on video. Well, yes, in this video, yes, we had a late live. Of course, for me it was a very late live because, of course, I expected a lot of Manchester United fans to come in, and yes, I said some people to actually tell their Manchester United fans who are Manchester United fans, to get them on the live, and yes, it was a late live. So if you know some Manchester United fans or Tottenham fans who are your friends, and if you would want to have them here on my live, we can have some wonderful banter. Tell them to join in my channel, and of course, if you are new to this channel, well, we do live every day, 3 p.m. BST, and it's going to be lit every single time that you come in. You guys can feel homely, and of course, you can kill time there, of course. So, without any further ado, let's talk about the Arsenal news that we've got. The first one is always, of course, the talk of the town. Already, I have addressed it in my previous videos, but James Ollie has said that Mesut Ozil could have played his last game for Arsenal after he was left out of the club's 25-man Premier League squad. Sources have told James Ollie, of course. But George Bird has actually tweeted out, just to reiterate, Saliba will definitely be in Arsenal's Premier League squad as he is under 21. So let's see. If Saliba is in the Arsenal's Premier League team, I would want him to start against some team probably in the future. I think the best way to develop him is to give him more chances. What do you guys feel about it? Should William Saliba be in Arsenal's Premier League squad and feature for Arsenal in the Premier League? Fire in your comments and let me know what you guys feel about it. Is he ready? What do you guys feel? Of course, as fans, we don't know. We don't have much clue what Arteta wants from him. Of course, we have some idea from some of his interviews, but let's see. And talking about more stuff, I've already talked about this young lad, Nuno Mendes. Of course, Nuno Mendes, he is the youngest player to start a game for Sporting since Cristiano Ronaldo. He almost attacked the scout who came to him to sign him with a knife. The guy is a legend. He is going to bomb in that winger role, that wide attacking role. The guy is lovely. Though he's a fullback, I'm sorry, but he plays that wide attacking role very, very efficiently. So let's see. All the best to him, and I'm pretty much sure that he was previously linked in the last window with Arsenal for a very long time. Nuno Mendes and of course Joelson Fernandes, both of the two wonder kids, are being linked with Arsenal. Will they end up at Arsenal? Only time will tell. Well, let's see. And talking about more stuff, Mikel Arteta's record at Arsenal manager: 36 games, 22 wins, 8 losses and 6 draws. Well, what do you guys feel? Is it a success or is it a failure, or it's too early to speak about? Well, let me know in the comments what you guys feel about it. Mikel Arteta as an Arsenal manager up until now. And also, Charles Watts confirms that, as expected, no Mesut Ozil in Arsenal's Premier League squad. Looks all but certain he has now played his last game for Arsenal. So it's all over. But everyone is talking about only one thing, and that is the European Premier League. What is that? What is that all about? Well, Liverpool and Manchester United are in talks about a plot involving Europe's biggest football clubs to join a new FIFA-backed tournament. As many as 5 English clubs could sign up to join it, with a provisional start date said to have been discussed as early as 2022. Now, Mark Kleinman of Sky on this European Premier League has given his source. He says, my understanding is that up to 5 English clubs would be involved. That may not be 5. It may be fewer than that. We can only speculate which member of the so-called Big Six would miss out. That's what he says. But financiers are putting together $6 billion to help create the new tournament. Liverpool, Man United, Arsenal, Chelsea, Man City and Spurs involved. Start date 2022, 18 teams, midweek fixtures, playoffs also available. Well, also Giles Grimandi has tweeted out, Arsenal, Liverpool, Man United among 5 Premier League clubs in talks to create a Euro Premier League to start as early as 2022. It's worth £6.4 billion. Well, let's talk about it. Well, after the talk of Liverpool and Manchester United led a reformation of the football pyramid in England failed, many predicted that there will definitely be a reaction from that decision. It looks like it has dropped already. The Big Six of the English Premier League is in talks to join a multi-billion project which would would be known as the European Premier League. There were rumors of there being threats of a breakaway of the big clubs from the Premier League should their proposals were not met with an acceptable reply. But looks like that threat was real, and this isn't only for the Premier League. Clubs from all over the Europe, including Germany, Spain, Italy and France, are all in negotiations for this potential league. And here's everything you need to know about this developing story below. Well, financiers like the Wall Street Bank, JP Morgan, are in talks to provide a debt package of $6 billion, which is 4.6 billion pounds, for a new European Premier League. Big six from the Premier League are expected to join. Clubs from other leagues are also in talks. The start date could be 22, 18-team league, possibly to go along with UCL in the initial phase. Well, playoffs to determine teams that can participate. Founding members unlikely to be removed, while clubs will not leave their domestic leagues. Could possibly replace midweek fixtures. Participants to withdraw from cup competition. So you can understand, Arsenal will no longer be a part of cup competitions if they are in this competition. So it's great. For once, it is really great. And the teams that are mentioned here is just a representation of what some things there should be. But let's not talk about more stuff in it, because not many people know about it. So let's not jump into it straight away. We're going to talk about it when the time is right. But for now, let's see how things will turn out. But other than that, let's move on. But Arsene Wenger has opened up about Mesut Ozil. He says he went through some difficult periods, and I don't know what has happened between him and Arteta. Ozil is professional. I heard he trains well. He has to keep going because he has the quality to help our club win important games. But that's what Arsene Wenger thinks. That is not how Mikel Arteta thinks. Well, Nicholas Bentner is also baffled by Mesut Ozil's omission from the Arsenal squad. Well, Mikel Arteta has banished the German international from his first team plans, to which Nicholas Bentner reacted. He said, Mesut was amazing. I think he's a phenomenal player. When I was there at my time, he was a key factor in creating great results. Obviously, it saddens me to see such a good player not playing football. What's going on there, I can't quite comment about because I have no idea. But to see a talent like this not being used is very difficult. Well, just do not. The pick is only for representation purpose. That does not at all correlate to what I'm going to say about right now, because 8 people have tested positive for coronavirus in the Premier League's latest round of testing. Burnley announced that Phil Bardsley tested positive before their 1-0 draw, at West Brom last night, and the Prem released a statement this morning confirming 7 more. So this is the official statement from the Prem. The Premier League can today confirm that between Monday 12th of October and Sunday 18th of October, 1,575 players and club staff were tested for COVID-19. Of these, there were 8 new positive tests. Players or club staff who have tested positive will self-isolate for a period of 10 days. The Premier League is providing this aggregated information for the purposes of competition integrity and transparency. No specific details as to clubs or individuals will be provided by the league, and results will be made public after each round of testing. So, cheers to that. Well, moving on, let's talk about something. Let's talk about Jack Wilshere. Well, he has stepped up his search for a new club after training at a local park following his release from West Ham. The 28-year-old mutually agreed to terminate his 100k a week contract at the London Stadium. Despite just 16 Premier League appearances in 2 years for the Hammers, Wilshere has declared he has been injury-free for the last 8 months, and he has been keeping fit by training with his organisation NCF Elites, with Wilshere taking to the bubbly pitch. Let's see how that will turn around his stars. But moving on, well, Nicholas Bentner revealed how he made Steve Bruce laugh during a dressing down over his off-the-field antics while he was at Birmingham. He says, Steve Bruce, Laura Woods, actually talk sport host, asked him, Steve Bruce asked you about going to lap dance in clubs 5 times a week. What did he say? Bentner replied, it wasn't just lap dancing clubs 5 times a week. It wasn't like I was addicted to lap dancing clubs. Let's get that straight. It was just going out in general. I had an injury. I had huge respect for Steve. People I really respect, I cannot lie to. I have to be completely honest. He called me in fuming. He was really upset when he was explaining, you've been out 4 times this week. I was like, I'm really sorry, Steve. It was 5. He didn't really know how to react. He was so mad, but couldn't stop doing a giggle to himself. Bentner also had problems with gambling, and we all know about that whole story. But Nicholas Bentner is much of a guy who's really, really honest. Well, talking about more stuff, Gunner Z is a guy who creates some edits, and this is his latest edit that Arsenal shared on their official Twitter. Gunnerballs has made this unbelievable edit of Bukayo Saka, the little chili. My God, I love it. I really love it. I mean, it's too good. And look who's here! Nicolaj Duis-Muller is at Arsenal already. Arsenal Academy tweeted out straight to work Nicolaj Duis-Muller. Yes, and these are the images that they shared about Nicolaj. I hope he comes handy for Arsenal, man, in the future. Let's see. So these were the news of the day. I hope you enjoyed whatever came your way. All the views and news and everything about Arsenal comes to this platform every single day on this channel twice. Twice. Well, so what you got to do is subscribe and hit that bell icon. I will see you in my next video. Until then, cheers, and don't forget to subscribe. Well, cheers.